Hey guys, Cardi B opens up about removing butt injections and she offers some advice to those who want butt injections. The rapid details the importance of researching and listening to your doctor before any cosmetic surgery. Who knew? Who knew Cardi B? But throw in the towel and says, you know what? No more butt injections. But I guess when you have kids and you got to roll on the ground with them and sit on the floor and do all that stuff, and your butt shots are getting in the way, you got to give it up. You got to give up the ghost, honey. Or maybe it's just due to health concerns, health reasons. When you got kids, you got to think about all those things. Are you doing stuff to your body that's harmful, that may take you out, and then you're not going to get to see your kids walk down the aisle, graduate school, etc.? You got to really, really reflect on what you're doing to your body. And if it means that your health is going to be in jeopardy, then you stop doing those things and you try to remedy the things that you've already done. Like butt injections, you can take those out. And if it's not too late, allow your body to heal and get back to normal. I know in a couple of people's cases, like K. Michelle, hers was too late. That stuff was running all down her legs, causing all kinds of autoimmune diseases. And we hear cases of a lot of other celebrities having the same complications with butt injections, that the silicone gets loose, it does not stay in place, and it migrates. And usually, gravity, hello, it goes down, down, down the legs. And so, we're happy that Cardi B saw the error of her ways, honey, and is taking that crap out. So Cardi B has never been shy about discussing her plastic surgery procedures. However, now she is also giving fans advice for anyone considering enhancing their bodies. So according to people online, the Bodak Yellow singer took to Instagram Live to set the record straight about getting cosmetic procedure done. A lot of people thought as soon as I give birth to my son, Wave, I got my body done, she says. She also said that back in August, she got surgery, and the surgery was to remove 95% of the biopolymers. That's the injection into the butt. She further went on to say, if you don't know what it is, it's ass shots. She also said it was a really crazy process, and all I'm going to say is that if you're young, if you're 19, 20, 21, and sometimes you're too skinny, and you be like, oh my God, I don't have enough fat to put in my ass. So you result in ass shots. Don't, folks. I'm trying my best to deliver these lines the way Cardi B delivered it. Anyway, we get the point. If you're skinny, you don't have enough fat, and you want to do the ass shots because you don't have enough fat to transfer from your abdomen into your butt, don't do it. So it just sounds to me as if Cardi B was probably having some health issues with her butt implants and removed 95% of it, allegedly. So she continues to say, when it comes to BBLs, if you want advice from me before you get BBL done, you have to make sure your blood levels are all right. And if your doctor says your blood levels are too low, or you have diabetes or whatever, don't do it. And she's absolutely correct, folks. A lot of people go under the knife against medical advice and they end up dead. We saw it with, I believe, Kanye's mother was instructed not to do that medical procedure and she ended up dead. And we see with Spice, this is all alleged, with Spice, it's reported that she was instructed not to do any medical procedure. She went down there to the DR and did it, and she still can't show her face, folks. They say that she is still recovering from that surgery. I don't know what type of surgery she had, but it's put out there by her team that she's recovering and she's doing fine. But that just goes to show, you should not go against doctor's orders. I don't know what's going on with Spice, but it's been a couple of months now, and she has not resurfaced to do any type of performances. So Cardi B is absolutely correct. Listen to medical advice. You don't know what's going on with your blood work. You don't know what's going on with your body because that's what a doctor is there for. They are trained. They put all that stuff on a microscope. They draw blood. They look at the blood test. They look at the levels, and then they determine if you should go under the knife or not. Especially if you got heart conditions and all of that. Your heart may not be able to take all that. So don't do it if the doctor says don't do it. So Cardi B was on the Breakfast Club, and she recently had some, she told them she recently had some surgical touch ups done to her body in the DR. The DR is the place that everybody goes to now to get all types of surgery. But in the past, Cardi did say that she had gotten illegal silicone shots done for $800 in a basement in Queens. And it was one of the reasons that she went through the risky procedure because her colleagues at the strip club made more money with bigger butts. And regardless of the dancing techniques, according to Cardi, the bigger butts got the money. So she said because of her experience, you always do your research. Fans, if you're thinking about it, do your research, says Cardi B. And listen to your doctor's recommendation. If they say don't do it, then you don't do it. So moving on to the next story, Keke Palmer said that she took her makeup off and fans, some trolls, some people who like to wear makeup, the ones who like to look like Halloween every day. They were bashing her and telling her that she was ugly when she doesn't have makeup on. How dare they? Doesn't these people know the real essence of your beauty is when you're natural? What other people look at ugly, another person may look at as beautiful. And for them to think that they need to wear makeup to look beautiful tells you the type of mind space they're in, where they're coming from intellectually. It's not people you should even, I don't even know why she even bothered to address them because these are not people that is worthy of a conversation. So according to BET News, Keke Palmer calls out trolls, calling her ugly without makeup. And she says, I'm beautiful in real life because of who I am, not what I look like. And this was her message on Twitter, according to BET News. So she was responding to people online who have made offensive comments about her appearance without makeup. And she said, I just saw a few comments of people saying I was ugly because I wasn't wearing any makeup, says the 29-year-old. And she wrote in her Twitter thread on Tuesday, December the 8th. And I really wanted you all to get the help you all need because makeup isn't real. She further went on to say, I'm beautiful in real life because of who I am, not what I look like. Keke Palmer was absolutely correct. And this is what I have to say to all those who called her ugly on Twitter. If you think by getting up in the morning and putting makeup on, and the result, as you see it, you look beautiful, then you're living in a fantasy world. Because what's beautiful is when you have no makeup on and you oil down your skin and you look yourself in the mirror and you can say, I am beautiful, regardless of how you look. You may be the ugliest duckling in that pond. But when you look at yourself and you're able to come to terms with who you are as a person, as a human being, the way God made you. Remember, God made all of us different, okay? No two people are alike. And when you look at yourself, and if you cannot tell yourself, looking back in the mirror at yourself, and you cannot say to yourself that you're beautiful, then something is wrong with you mentally. Because it does not take other people to tell you that you're beautiful for you to know that you're beautiful. You have to know who you are as an individual. And makeup does not make you beautiful. Makeup just enhances your look. And for some people, makeup puts them into that everyday Halloween mode and spirit. Because I've seen some folks with some makeup on, and it looks like if they're dressed for Halloween, okay? Let's face it. A man does not want that type of woman if you're looking for a husband. That's why some of you women can't find husbands, because you live in this make believe world that you think makeup is who you really are. When you put on that makeup, that's who you really are. No, that's not who you are. When you get married and you have to take that makeup off and lay in the bed with your man or your husband, and he looks at you and he says, okay, I dated you for close to a year and you had makeup on for close to a year. How come you look so different? Put that makeup back on, because this is not what I bargained for. Because the problem with you, some of you ladies, you wear this makeup religiously, like putting on an underwear every single day. You wear makeup every single day. You're not without it. So when you get married or you got a man or you find a man, the man don't recognize you with your makeup off, because you were not truthful. You were not real. You live in this make-believe fantasy world. And the man is believing that's who you are with all this makeup on. And when you take it off, he is shocked. Not that you're not beautiful, but you have accustomed him to looking at this makeup. And so when you take it off, he don't know who you are. He can't recognize you, and he don't want you in your natural. Not because you're not beautiful, because you made him feel as though the makeup is you, because you act as though the makeup is you, because you live in a fantasy world. So Keke Palmer was absolutely right to put you all in check. I don't know if some of you old schoolers remember when Alicia Keys started not to wear makeup, the backlash that she got. I remember people were calling her ugly also without makeup. And that just goes to show you how messed up the mind of these people are. Because look at Alicia Keys. She's a beautiful girl, but yet they were calling her ugly without makeup. So folks, take your makeup off and embrace your natural beauty every now and then. It makes no sense wearing makeup every single day. It makes no sense to me. Every now and again, take your makeup off. You ought to be wearing less makeup on a daily, like 2 times out of the week. Put on makeup. But the rest of the times, the 5 days, you do without the makeup. Let people in your life see you without makeup to appreciate you, who you really are in your essence. That's how God made you. That's who you are. Embrace it. Love yourself. Stop living in this 100% fantasy world, because that's what makeup is. It's a fantasy world. Nobody is born that way. This is why a lot of guys, when they fall in love with these Instagram models, and they get to see and they get to know them in real life, when they strip themselves of the eyelashes and the hair and the wig and the nails, and then they come to find out they got butt implants and boob implants, the guys are scratching their head. They look at the young ladies as, wait a minute, you mean this is not you? All this hair that you took off is just pasties that you put on to look this way? And they usually say, nah, this is not what I bargained for. No, sir, no, ma'am. I got to throw you back. It's like catching fishes, and this one is not going to do. You got to throw it back and go get the next one. Well, they got to throw that one back. And folks, this is why a lot of beautiful women don't have men. They're too plastic. They live in a make-believe world, and not everybody buys into that make-believe world. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of guys these days want a natural woman. They don't want that fake-ish. They want somebody natural. When you touch the boobs, it doesn't feel fake. When you touch the butt, it's not hard and lumpy, and it doesn't feel fake. When they look into your eyes, they don't see 2 spiders sitting on top of your eyes. When they touch your hair, they can't feel your scalp, because now they know it's a wig. So all this make-believe stuff that females do to make themselves feel better. The guys know that it's fake. Guys are not stupid. They know that it's fake, but it's just eye candy. They like to look at it, But when it comes to touching you and feeling it, they don't like to feel it, okay? Case in point, Wendy Williams and her husband, Kevin Hunter. For years now, Wendy has been going for her plastic surgeries. Kevin Hunter, her husband, allegedly have been cheating for years now also. Why, in my opinion, is because he don't like all the fake stuff. Look at the woman he picked up with, this Cherie. Cherie's as natural, okay, as you can get. This is a home girl. Because Kevin Hunter don't want to touch all that fakeness. It feels fake, it looks fake. If it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it is a duck. These men want naturalness. And so that's just word to the wise. But the world has truly gone mad when people can look at a natural woman who is beautiful and says, you don't look beautiful because you don't have makeup on. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, really. That just goes to show that people have really bought into this fakeness, this unnatural beauty, that you got to have makeup on and butt implants and suction your tummy. Guess what? Some people like their handles. They love handles. Some people like their flat asses. Some people like their pancake breasts, okay? Some people like looking in the mirror and seeing all the flaws because when you buy into this fakeness and unnatural beauty, then you set yourself up for a downfall. Okay? This is why a lot of people commit suicide because they don't feel as they're beautiful. They don't feel as if they fit the narrative of what beauty should be in North America. But guys, please remember, beauty is only geography. All right? There's a saying that beauty is skin deep. That's true. If you're beautiful inside, it shines through. But it's also geography. If you go in certain parts of Africa, if you skinny, honey, they look at you like if you're sick. There's something wrong with you. You got to have meat on your bones. You got to have flesh that those men over there can hold on to. Some of the skinny women over there don't ever get married because no man wants them. It's the reverse here. So that's why I say it's geography. I grew up in South America. In South America, if you don't have meat on your bones, nobody wants you. Nobody there wants a skinny woman. I mean, things may be changing a little bit now that skinny is in. But let me tell you something. When I was growing up, all the big fat women had the men. And the fatter you are, the more men you had, okay? When you walk down the street and they can see your butt rolling and all your jiggles, your breast jiggling, your tummy jiggling, your arms jiggling, the men loved it. It was just observation, but that's what I observed when I was a little girl. So beauty is only skin deep. And other people may think of you as ugly, and while other people may think of you as beautiful. So don't feed into it. Love yourself for who you are. If you want to keep your man, be real. Don't be fake. Anywho, YouTubers, I'm over and out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and to this video. Thank you for watching.